Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you guys have been here before. I am the Buddha Baddie, a psychic and intuitive medium. I channel message that I get from spirit, and then I give you guys those messages. So I already laid out a lot of things, a lot of messages, and I've already kind of just been meditating on it. So you guys are getting a lot of help from your archangels, okay? You have a lot of angels around you, okay? You guys are spiritual warriors. What you had to go through in this lifetime, I just had to take a deep breath for it, because I feel like spirit is really on your side right now, okay? You're getting a lot of payback and good karma, okay? So you had groups of people, secret organizations working with the moon cycles to inflict a lot of pain onto you guys, okay? This could be pain from trying to keep you hidden, all right? Trying to block your foresight, your intuition, your gifts, all right? Your divine gifts. These people were trying to block unions, okay? Whether this is like friendship unions, relationship unions, family unions. There was a constant battle, and you were under a lot of spiritual attack, all right? They were waging warfare on you, I heard, like no other, okay? These people are having to receive lifetimes of karma, all right? So the next lifetime, they're going to have a bunch of karma that they have to pay out, as well as this lifetime. Okay, these people are not connected to their intuition. So when they were doing this, a lot of this was for greed. Okay, they were doing this for greed. Okay, they wanted some type of money. All right, they wanted some type of, I heard, limelight, some type of like attention. All right, I feel like these people inside, they're very greedy people, is also what I'm getting from this. Okay, and I feel like this is why spirit is shining a light on you, and these people are going through a lot of karma. Okay, a lot of these people are watching you heavily right now. Okay, these people are watching you through, I heard, fake accounts. Okay, I heard they're watching you maybe in some sort of like rural area. You guys could live in a rural area, and please be mindful that this is a general message, so you have to take what resonates and use your discernment on what doesn't resonate, okay? Because not everything's going to resonate with everyone, okay? So I'm seeing someone was, or these people, I should say, they thought they can get away with this, whatever they're trying to do, okay? I'm hearing that a lot of them were heavily under the influence in whatever that way, these people, in whatever way that is, I mean. These people could drink a lot, do drugs, they're under some sort of demonic influence, okay, or all of the above. They allow demonic influence to inhabit their body, their spirits, because of the fact that they are, you know, they're weak vessels, and they allow the divine, or they allow demonic forces to work through them, okay? That's the kind of the energy I'm getting, okay? And I see that spirit has come through, all right, has given you like a leg up, all right? And this is by having archangels surrounding you, okay? You could be receiving a lot of downloads at this moment in time, all right? Your ears could be ringing a lot at this moment in time, okay? I'm getting that you have like a huge legion of like armed forces, okay? This is like in the spirit world, this is what I'm talking about here. There's a bunch of angels surrounding you right now, okay? You're getting poetic justice, all right? The number 11, you could be seeing 1111, okay? Or 111. Your guides have your back, okay? Your ancestors have your back. It's like the spiritual realm is backing you up, okay? I'm also getting something about the Saturn return, okay? So something could be coming back to you full circle. Yeah, I'm seeing that these people were trying to use you as some sort of like, I heard money magnet. Okay, so you guys could be natural attractions to money. Okay, so that means that you guys can naturally attract money. All right, you have a natural wealth to you. Maybe you guys inherited some sort of generational wealth in this lifetime. And it's almost like these people are seeing you dripping in some sort of like golden, influential, wealthy energy, and they just couldn't help themselves. Okay, they had to, they felt like they needed some form of this from you. Okay, they needed this from you. Okay, these people were very judgmental people, and this is why I feel like spirit is or the divine, this is why I feel like the divine is not holding back on the karma that they're having and they're receiving right now. This is like, you know, the scales balancing out in the universe. Okay, you're receiving poetic justice. Okay, you have Archangel Michael, all right, influencing a lot of their karma upon them. Okay, I just heard stained. Okay, whether this is they wanted to stain your image, stain your reputation. All right, these people didn't recognize, or they didn't see your protection in the spiritual realm. Okay, this is really truly a battle of good versus evil that's happening right now. And you guys are battling for justice, and this is why you have Archangel Michael backing you up here. Okay, you are connected to the protector of God's people. All right, so I'm seeing this is like a beautiful change of pace for you. Okay, you guys decided to cut loose and cut free of anything that was actually causing you stagnancy. All right, I'm getting that you guys took a powerful stance to say no or to let go in some way. Okay, you guys were very obedient to the divine, and this is why, like I said, you have archangels backing you up in the spirit. Okay, not only do you have Archangel Michael, all right, one of the most powerful healers in the spiritual realm, you have Archangel Barachiel, who protects unions, homes, and helps foster relationships with harmony. Okay, can bring blessings to those in need. All right, so by you choosing to either cut cords, all right, cut people off, cut energy vampires off, cut people who are really trying to dim your light, trying to, like I said, block your connection to source, because I am looking at how it's holding like the, I don't want to say like stick. I don't know, I'm just saying like it's like your intuition with all this violet and purple is very highly connected to source. Okay, and these people were trying to steal that from you, whether they're trying to block access to source, or they were trying to keep something hidden from you so you wouldn't have the ability to tap into source. Whatever it is, it's different for everyone. I'm seeing that you had to choose to free yourself from this. Okay, choose to, you know, are to ashes, ashes, they all fall down. All right, so these people are going through a lot of, yeah, a lot of things are burning down for them. I'm also hearing burning bridges. So they burn bridges with a divine being. Okay, and this is also why their lifetimes of karma are very serious. Okay, because not only did they try to block you from connecting to source or try to block you from tapping into your ability to be connected, all right, yeah, they're also realizing that they burned their bridge to whatever it is or whoever they needed to get to the other side. I don't know why I'm hearing the song from Tangled, flower gleam and glow, let your power shine. Yeah, so it's like something about your power, something about you shining. It's like they had some sort of resentment towards it. Okay, I'm also getting that there were people who are really trying to keep you away from some sort of significant person in your life here. Okay, and I'm getting that this person would help you on your divine mission as well. Okay, and we have Archangel Gabriel here, who is helping bring this into the 3D. Okay, so maybe it's something you've been praying about. Okay, you guys have been a deliverer of God's messages. Okay, so you guys have been actively, even if you've been going through these trials and tribulations, you've been going through, you know, people sending you a lot of negative energy, spiritual warfare. You are some sort of messenger here, okay? And you're here to bridge the gap between heaven and earthly matters, okay? So things that are happening in this 3D that are ultimately destroying, causing havoc here, you're meant to be a messenger for the divine and give some sort of service or have some sort of service to others here, okay? Whatever way that is, you guys know best with your situation. So I'm seeing that these people are trying to cover up certain things. These people are wearing masks, okay? They feel like their mask is going to fall off, okay? They could be being watched right now, okay? This could be like government watch, or this could be them even watching you, okay? I feel that these people were trying to commit some sort of crime, okay? These people are trying to cover up something that they did here, okay? I feel like these people wanted you to have some sort of blurry vision, in like a sense of wanting you to not see things clearly, wanting you to constantly feel like you're under the influence. So maybe someone was trying to keep you like under like the influence with drugs, or I don't know, maybe someone was trying to peer pressure you into doing certain things. But I'm seeing someone who's really I heard vindictive, also really meticulous. So there's someone here who could also know how to spy into what you're doing here, okay? This could be someone who watches you. Very creepy. I'm getting like this person or this energy is someone who like wears a mask, like they can act like they're ignoring you. They can act like they're not paying attention to what you're doing here, but behind the scenes they're watching heavily what's going on in your life, and what spirit is happening what is happening in your life, and what spirit is creating for you, and they're trying to cover up something here, okay? I'm gonna get more on this, but first let's read this. Okay, so I'm seeing that they were trying to affect your 5th house. They were really targeting your 5th house, okay? Your creativity, your self-expression, all right? If you're disconnected from your self-expression, if you're disconnected from yourself altogether, if you're not connected to source consciousness, a lot of the times this blocks your connection with your heart chakra, okay? This disconnects you from your heart chakra, from your heart space, and this leaves you kind of, wow, I just heard rendered useless. All right, so these people, it's almost like they didn't, some mission that you have to fulfill in this lifetime, they almost wanted you to be rendered useless and not live out or play out that role, okay? Being that divine messenger here. All right, I am seeing something about a home here. All right, you guys could, I'm hearing you guys could work from home, okay? But I am seeing a lot of people like, it's like they wanted your temple, okay? They wanted what you have. They wanted some sort of inheritance from you, okay? And I feel like a lot of it has to do with your innocence and your like connection to the divine, okay? Because when you're most childlike, that's when you're most connected to the divine, okay? And I feel like these people were committing a lot of crimes here against you, all right? In really bad faith. And I feel like a lot of these people were opening doors to certain portals and realms that they should not have been opening doors to, because ultimately I feel like there's a lot of people going down in this energy, okay? So this could have been like a mass wow, I heard mass hysteria. So this could have been like a group of people who are under some sort of influence, under some sort of like her dark influence that was really I'm not even saying helping, that was really initiating them into doing these crimes, okay? They were very passionate about committing this towards you, okay? About blocking you, about ending you, okay? I'm getting like very negative energy, okay? They're under a lot of heavy demonic influence here, okay? I want to clarify this cover up, okay? So now that you guys have cleared some sort of karmic debt, because I'm getting like in the past it was easier for you guys to be susceptible to this kind of attack because of the fact that you guys weren't as tapped in, or you guys didn't do as much, you weren't healing or doing the inner work, or you guys were still going through some sort of awakening. Okay, you guys were having to clear some sort of ancestral karma. I'm getting you guys are generational curse breakers of your lineage, and you're meant to do something really profound in this lifetime. Okay, and a lot of it has to do with your intuition. Okay, being guided by your intuition. Wow, I just heard your intuition can save your life. So you could have gotten out of a really intense situation that honestly could have ended you. Okay, your intuition saved your life. Okay, clarify, cover up. What are they trying to cover up, Spirit? What does this cover up? Get a few more. Clarify, cover up. I heard this was a group effort. Yeah. A lot of this has to do with attempting for you to ultimately sacrifice yourself. Okay, they wanted to sacrifice you here. They didn't want you to love yourself. Okay, yeah, look at that. You guys are bosses, or you guys are in boss energy, or you're leveling up to boss status here. Okay, you could have a boss energy to you, or you could be leveling up in a relationship here, or your relationships are you're entering boss status within your relationships. Yeah. So a lot of them could be covering up that this change that's taking place not only in your life is having a very intense effect in their lives. Okay, I'm getting the song, every little thing that you say or do, I'm hung up on you. So like these people are hung up on you because they know that their karma is attached to your legacy in some type of way. Okay, these are ops. These are people who I feel like they were yeah, they were waging so much spiritual warfare on you. They didn't think you would get out of this alive. They could have trusted in some sort of higher ups. All right, they could have been associated with some sort of government officials. Okay, these people could be associated with some sort of like law enforcement. Okay, they could be part of law enforcement or part of higher up officials that could have been doing this to you. All right, so they were very comfortable getting away with this. They thought they were in the clear. Okay, but something about them being watched, you're watching you here. All right, you guys could be exposing some sort of truth here. Okay, I feel like these people were really, they're heavily indebted to something here. All right, that's the energy I'm getting from this. Okay. Yikes. Yeah, I'm getting your ops are now being, like, it's like the energy is being sent back, okay, and they're being rendered useless, okay, because I don't know why they thought they can get away with this. Okay, I'm getting like a lot of them were heavily under the influence of something. All right, this could be like the devil. They could be really connected or just indebted to the devil, you know, to lower vibrational energies. That's how they operate out of, that's how they live, that's the life they chose, that's the path they chose this lifetime. Okay, but you have a bigger mission to fulfill. All right, and you can't deal with this dilly-dally. Okay, that's the energy man. You can't deal with these people who were constantly monitoring you, watching you, doing all these things to basically block your path or keep you from ending out a chapter with them. But I'm seeing that this is karma, this is poetic justice for you to ultimately send I heard send love and light, but set boundaries with these people, because these people were really greedy. Okay, I heard they didn't know what they had until they lost it. A lot of these people were trying to ultimately like inhabit your, I keep on getting that, they were trying to like inhabit your like home. And this doesn't mean like, this doesn't mean like your actual home, this can mean like your home, like within yourself. Okay, yeah, they could have been using some sort of false information to get away with this. It could have been using a lot of false allegations, what I'm hearing, false documents, false statements. But I am saying you're getting justice for this, okay? I'm also getting that a lot of these people are dealing with a lot of shadow. They have to deal with their shadow side, okay? They don't want to do the shadow work. These people don't want to see that reflection of themselves, okay? They choose to ignore it. Wow, we have abuse. So instead, they inflict abuse onto other people. Okay. Clarify, what is this crime of passion about? I just heard they wanted you sick. Crime of passion. They needed you sick. Okay, we have a divine masculine coming out sideways. Okay, maybe they're trying to affect a divine masculine's home life. Oh my gosh. Wow, yeah. They were trying to put out a divine masculine. They were trying to make a divine masculine homeless? In poverty? So this could be to a divine masculine. Alright, I could be reading about a divine masculine. Take what resonates. This is masculine energy. These people were trying to affect this person's, like, they could be trying to get this person evicted, trying to get this person to be homeless. Alright, clarify poverty. What is this? We have abuse and soulmates. Wow. So, karma. Dang. Okay, wow, we have twin flame at the back of the deck. Okay, so, whoo, wow. I just got a heavy energy from this. Okay, take what resonates. But a twin flame of yours could be bound to a Jezebel spirit through a child. Okay, maybe this person has a child with someone. This is their karmic debts, all right, in some type of way for trying to affect a healer's life. Okay, this person could have tried to affect your home life, okay? Maybe this person wanted you to be, they sent you poverty curses or sent you like poverty spells or whatever. And I'm getting that they were abusing their soulmates, okay? So yeah, this is like a divine masculine who's not so divine right now. They're getting some karma. All right, and this could involve prison time, okay, with courthouse and imprisonment. All right, the energy I'm picking up from this is that someone is going to face some sort of legality here, and I feel like they're going to jail, okay? This could be like actual prison, all right, or this could be some sort of trial here. This could be a spiritual imprisonment. All right, this person could be going through some sort of spiritual imprisonment the years 2023 to 2029. All right, this could have been their spiritually bound to, indebted to something here. All right, I'm getting like karma is taking place here. All right, this person wasn't listening to their intuition. They could have been under the influence, like I said in the beginning, something about being under the influence of something. All right, they could have been attached to just some sort of Masonic demonic group. All right, that was like clouding their vision and ultimately taking them down a route that was not the divine's will for them. Okay, let's just say it was the devil's playhouse. Wow. Yeah, this person is facing a lot of lack. This could also be poverty consciousness. This person faces a lot of poverty consciousness, all right, for what they did to their soulmates. Okay, like I said, they could have left you out in the cold. They could have tried to abandon you, ghost you or something, or involve themselves in another third party. And like I said, some sort of karmic debt could be having a child with another third party, all right? So, yeah, I'm seeing that you guys are regaining your energy back, okay? This is what they were doing. They were trying to siphon your energy, possibly with a Jezebel. All right, they were using your energy, okay? They wanted you rendered useless. I'm getting like fear. They wanted you to be in fear, or they were in fear when they were committed to this Jezebel. You know, take what resonates, because I felt guided to look at my pyrite crystal. Yeah. ultimately they were working with very corrupt organizations here that were like fueling this, okay? So they were fueled by a lot of fear. All right, they could have felt like peer pressured into doing these things too. I'm hearing like guilty by association. So you're alchemizing this pain into power. And I feel like this is not what they expected. They expected you to be down for the count. They expected you to either give in and become dark like them, or they expected you to ultimately just just wilter away. I don't know. But the tables have turned. All right, you flipped the script on this energy. You changed the narrative. You took your power back. So can I just say congratulations, and can I just say you guys are awesome? Like, I'm talking to a collective that has really turned the tables on a lot of people, and this is not what they expected for you or from you. All right, you guys are going through a shocking transformation. I'm getting like transcendence energy. You guys are transcending this energy. You're transcending above this energy. So it's almost like you guys are now so high vibe that this can't even touch you. All right, maybe in the past this was affecting you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, because you were still bound to some sort of karmic debt, or you're still bound to some sort of karma that these people had to receive, or you guys were still having to, you know, go through some sort of karmic clearing. But I'm seeing now that this karmic debt has been cleared for you guys. So you guys are like stepping into your highest timeline. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that gave me confirmation with that random just thing right underneath me, just kind of moving. All right, when things kind of move around, like just without any, what am I trying to say? When random things kind of make noise and move around me, I know spirit is giving me the message. Okay, so yeah. You guys chose to free yourself ultimately from this bondage, okay? And I feel like this person, their karma is to be bound to another connection or another certain circumstance, because that's what ultimately they're trying to do with you, okay? And I'm getting like you guys are now in a very like are cautious energy, but you guys are like setting boundaries with this person or with these energies, okay? You guys are saying no to certain things. You guys are seen as very, like, I heard critical, but I don't think it's like self-critical. I think it's like you guys are now seeing things through a lens of just knowing when to, you know, step back and let other things play out and not really effectively put your 2 cents in unless it's like necessary. Okay. Like, I am seeing communication from your twin flame wants to communicate. This is specific for someone, not everyone, but maybe your twin flame wants to communicate and call you from prison. If you have a twin flame in prison, I don't know, you guys. It's your life, you know, obviously everyone has a different path that they take in this life, so take what resonates, because I know that's not for everyone. Okay. Yeah, your twin flame, they had to deal with some sort of karmic debt in this lifetime that has to do with greed. This person could really focus on worldly matters. They, yeah, this person's really under the influence when it comes to greed, okay? This person could really just, I heard monetary value. So maybe something was for monetary value. Okay, maybe they went to a situation because it had better monetary value. And that time, at that time is what I'm hearing. At that time, it seemed like a better deal is what I'm hearing. Wow. The better deal was the deal with the devil. That was the better deal. That was the better deal. We have transmute, number 44. So this new moon could have been significant. Yeah, I'm getting like snakes in the grass. You were dealing with like enemies, dealing with people who were slithering around, being snaky-like. Yeah, you could have people, yeah, trying to affect your home life here. All right, I'm getting that these people were really, are calculated, okay? They didn't want you to sustain some sort of safe home life or something. Like, they wanted you to feel homeless or put out, or they wanted to affect your home life, your stability, all right? The core of your foundation, they were trying to affect that here. Yeah, I feel like these people, like, a lot of them feel very, very jaded is what I'm hearing. Okay, it's like keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. I feel like the ability for you to transmute this energy has ultimately affected their life in a lot of ways, because they couldn't even, they would not be able to transmute whatever they've been sending your way, and that's a fact. But for you to be able to do it, and I'm hearing effortlessly, but I don't think it's effortlessly, but at the same time, I feel like you just do it with such grace and such ease that it seems like it comes off as effortlessly. It's almost like these people, yeah, they feel like they really messed up. They're truly just inside very greedy people, all right? They function off of greed. They want, they take, they just, yeah. Oh, so yeah, I am picking up on a twin flame energy of their karmic debt being having to pay, I heard pay off or pay out, or deal with some sort of Jezebel energy, okay, that they have to set boundaries with, okay? Like I said, they could have a child with this person. Take what resonates, you guys, please. Okay, let's get 2 more of these. Thank you. Yeah. Fire. Yeah, so this could be an Aries or Sagittarius involved, or I am getting an energy of you guys had to go through the fire. Like they were sending you a lot of attack. They were waging a lot of spiritual warfare on you, and you guys had to go through the fire to transmute this ultimately. So now that's what they have to face, okay? They have to go through that fire. It's like through the fire, you chose freedom. It's like, were you going to burn down with them, or were you going to come out of it like a phoenix rising? And that's what you chose. To be Phoenix rising. You made the right decision is what I'm hearing from Spirit. You made the right decision. You made the right call. They could be sending you, because I have been channeling that a lot. Yeah, you've been going through a really big transformation right now. You've been evolving, okay? Evolution. I have been receiving this message a lot. If you guys are feeling really tired right now, I know we just had a full moon, so that kind of could shift your energy a little bit. I am also feeling like there is people doubling down on the spell work, they're trying to grasp at straws here, because they know how powerful you have become and how you have reclaimed your energy and how you're stepped into your sovereignty. Okay? And now the spell work it's honestly like ricocheting off you, okay? But the only thing that could affect you by this spell work is possibly just making you a little more tired. All right, so if you are feeling a little tired, it's okay to rest. Take some time to rest. Don't feel bad about it. A lot of times they are sending you this energy of procrastination, laziness, sluggishness, the sloth spirit, because they don't want you to accomplish what you're ultimately going to accomplish, okay? This transformation. I just heard side-eye, so that could be significant. Maybe someone's being side-eyed right now. Someone's side-eyeing someone, and I just felt a headache, so yeah. Someone's going through a lot of like mental warfare right now because of what they've been doing here. Yeah, we have soulmates. All right, so it's important right now to ground yourself, maybe go out in nature. All right, you will get more clear, concise messages about what to do and how to set these boundaries with these energies from the past life. I'm getting like you had a past life with these people, these energies that are really ungrounded. They don't want you to be grounded. They're really affected from this shift in energy. But I am seeing you guys are going to receive a soulmate, okay? During all of this, you guys have alchemized a lot of pain into power, and this is why you guys are, it's being illuminated that you guys are deserving of this by Spirit. And yeah, you guys are going to have a soulmate in your life, and this soulmate is actually going to help activate your spiritual gifts, all right, for good. Yeah, this is the year of the serpent, and the year of the serpent is giving me like a lot of power. You're instilling a lot of power within yourself. You're transmuting and alchemizing a lot of snaky energies. A lot of people who are trying to do some sort of love spell, binding magic. All right, ultimately you're shedding layers of this, okay? So yeah, again, another snake. The snake spirit could be significant, but I am seeing like, yeah, these people, like, ultimately you're shedding a lot of layers with these people sending you a lot of attacks, and Yeah, ultimately you're transmuting a lot of what they've been sending you here. Okay. Clarify, transmute. Wow. Yeah, so right now there's a lot of like changes happening in the transit. It's a lot of like, there's a lot of tension happening right now because of how different the climate is right now. Within this, the energies that are taking place, because there's a lot of things shifting in the world. If you haven't noticed, there's a lot of things happening right now in the world that are very hectic, that are very, you know, they're changing the way the world is at a very, very fast pace. Okay, so I am seeing that you guys have closed a chapter and you're receiving a lot of abundance here. Okay, your material wealth is going to, I heard skyrocket, but it's going to expand here. All right, a lot of them were focusing on your second house, your material possessions. All right, because they didn't want you to have, it's like these people were greedy. All right, they wanted to have the wealth, they wanted to have the status, they wanted to have whatever it was. They didn't want you to have it. If that meant siphoning from you to take it, they would have done it in a heartbeat, or they did it in a heartbeat. But this is yours, okay? That's what I'm saying. This is yours. Yeah, it's like there's a lot of tension happening because they don't have the authority for this. Yeah, they can try to take it from you. They can try to act as if they're this and that, but they don't have the spiritual ranking. They don't have the spiritual authority to really hone this in and actually like cultivate it out of true abundance. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing like this is being activated within you because you decided to take a step back from these people or from this energy. Okay, yeah, they're facing a lot of conflict right now. All right, these people are facing a lot of, I'm getting that their ancestors are really disappointed in them because of the path they chose. All right, they're bumping heads with a lot of people here. All right, because these people are learning more about you. Okay, it's like the more they know about you and your purpose, the more these people are facing a lot of karma, because it's like it's coinciding with the path that they chose. Okay, if they chose to, maybe they chose to try to keep you blocked, send spell work your way, hexes, curse you, affect your resources. All right, try for you not to have resources, try to affect your authority, your career. It's all coinciding and ricocheting back into their life, because what ultimately the energy that you project is the energy you live. Okay. Clarify fire. Yeah, I'm seeing that they're being put through the fire right now. Okay, your power is instilling a lot of investigation. Okay, these people are going through a lot of heavy backlash is what I'm hearing. All right, Scorpio energy. So this is like this deep transformation. This is like on a soul level. This is not even just like appearance wise. You guys are going through a soul transformation, and through you going through a soul transformation, reclaiming your power, regaining sovereignty, these people have to face ultimately what they were trying to put you through. Okay, they have to face the fire. Okay, they have to go through the fire here. All right, it's like they have to walk along the burning coals. That's what I'm hearing, to get to the other side. Yeah, this had to deal with, this dealt with a lot of introspection. Okay, these people are having to do some deep inner shadow work if they want to get past this. All right, if they want to clear out this karmic debt in their life. All right, but these people are very stubborn. Obviously, they're as stubborn as they are if they can do this to you and not feel remorse about it or feel, you know, unapologetic, you know. Yeah, so you guys are the, yeah, that's what I'm getting here. You guys are like at the finish line. Okay, these endings are taking place right now. There are shifts happening. Okay, I feel like people are in alliance with you now. Okay, people are like I heard Pledge of Allegiance. But people are like understanding here that you guys are at like some sort of finish line, or you guys are at some sort of checkpoint here, and you have either a soulmate who is helping you right now, or you have a soulmate that's coming in. I feel like these people can sense this. They sense some sort of soulmate energy around you here. Okay, yeah, look at that. Shining. You guys are shining from the past. It's like the past is not your prison. Okay, these people wanted the past to be your prison. They wanted you to be a victim of the past, but you guys are not in that energy. Okay, I'm getting like you guys were very courageous. You guys went through some sort of, yeah, I'm like taking deep breaths. You guys went through some sort of heavy like warfare. Okay, and I feel like a lot of it had to do with healing past traumas, healing past wounds, even dated back to ancestral wounds. Okay, maybe you went through such a deep transformation, such a deep evolution, that you even healed some sort of curses that your ancestors dealt with. Okay, so this is like big changes happening for you guys. Yeah, so you've expanded from the past. Yeah, I feel like the past, a lot of your wounds had to deal with wanting control, dealing with very controlling people, always wanting to control the outcome of certain circumstances, wanting to control your perspective of certain circumstances, wanting you to hold really tightly to, you know, ultimately situations that weren't good for you. Okay, they wanted you to like keep holding on to things that like ultimately I feel like you just release that desire to control. Okay, you release maybe your past, your south node dealt with people. These people are still in their south node, by the way, but your south node dealt a lot with wanting to control everything, wanting to control an outcome, wanting to control the experience, whatever it is. I feel like now you guys are focused more on building like communities. All right, you're focused more on building, you know, releasing the desire to control things and kind of just letting things happen for you, not to you. And I think that that is amazing. Yeah, we have moon energy. Yeah, so I'm getting like your perception is shifting here. All right, your perception is shifting at a rapid rate is what I'm hearing. So honestly, good for you guys. I feel like you guys are now reclaiming your power. All right, a lot of these people did a lot of things behind the scenes too. That's like the funniest, that's like the most, I like, it's just the wildest thing to me. A lot of them do things behind the scenes because they're so coward that they obviously wouldn't say things to your face, so they're gonna manipulate energy behind the scenes because, you know, that's what they do best. All right, so we have Aquarius. Yeah, so we have Aquarius, Mercury. Okay, so people are communicating this. I feel like people are communicating the age of Aquarius well, this is the age of Aquarius now. We are in the age of Aquarius, where people can no longer hide behind that mask. Okay, that mask is falling. People have to be more authentic with themselves. And I feel like you guys are leaders of that kind of authentic, I heard prototype, I don't know, authentic, you guys are like, you guys are part of the new age, okay? Or I don't want to say it like that, but like the age of Aquarius, where people are now having to really be authentic with themselves, really be aligned with their true path. Because people were getting away with like taking others' destinies and shit like that in the past, because we were in the age of Pisces where things weren't clear yet, okay? There wasn't enough clarity happening. Things were still kind of like wishy-washy. People were able to get away with things because even the world, the earth wasn't at like a higher ascended level as it is now. People are having to evolve out of that stage. Okay, yeah, this is deep transformation with the 8th house energy. This is rebirth. Okay, these people are having to go through certain rebirths. If that means ego deaths, then so be it. You had to go through those ego deaths when these people were putting you through this ish. Okay, 88 could be significant. You guys could be seeing 88 a lot. I feel like your intelligence, all right, is I heard upgrading. I don't know, maybe something about you guys stepping into a more authentic version of yourself. It's helping you become a more enlightened to your intellect. Also, these people were trying to take some sort of intellectual property that is yours. Okay, I'm hearing like mind control. Like these people were really trying to transform your mind. They wanted to manipulate your mind. They wanted you to have a different form of yourself, a different version of yourself, because these people were trying to get away. Wow, I just was trying to get away with murder. Like what in the world? What the helly? Okay. Ultimately, you guys are doing, I heard you're doing good. You're clearing a lot of ancestral karma that these people are having to deal with in this new age, you know. This is the new age. Welcome to the new age. To the new age. Whoa, whoa. I just also saw like the quote where it's like the healers are in power now. So yeah, this is for my healers, okay? The people who are doing the work, they've done the work. Now you guys, it's like the last shall be first. The meek shall inherit the earth. Okay, maybe a lot of people thought that they can get away with this because you guys were quiet. Maybe you guys were timid people. Maybe you guys kept to yourself. Maybe you guys didn't care about these greedy influences or whatever. You didn't do things out of greed, and they thought they had this one up on you because they're like, well, I can get away with this and this and this because I can do this underhandedly and take from them because they don't care about this as much as like I would care. You get the gist. Okay, I'm gonna leave that message here. 4411 on my timer. Hopefully that resonated with you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe just so we can get the algorithm to get these messages out. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.